Welcome to Reality Trifecta Podcast. I am coming to you live from my office, and today we are recapping the second episode of The Amazing Race 38, aka Big Brother Edition. Now, without further ado, let's get started. It starts with the 12 teams receiving their clue in Amsterdam to travel to Prague by train. Some teams board the corrected train immediately. Others, including a few early leaders, get off at the wrong Berlin station, costing them 30 to 45 minutes. Though Joseph and Adam, they grab alternative train tickets, taking a faster route to Prague. While Matt and Megan board a slower train, putting them further behind, which was detrimental. The teams arrive to Prague and they have to navigate on foot. Mostly this entire leg was more traveling than doing the challenges, considering how big of a place Prague is. They arrive to their first roadblock, where one team must walk across a narrow plank high above the ground to retrieve a clue. And I've seen this in the previews. It did not look very fun at all. It seemed very nerve-wracking. All I could think of is me, going off the high dive. Except you can't jump with this one. That would be a very deep fall. So I would not recommend that. It's another one of those challenges where you get really nervous before doing it. And you're like, please don't talk about it because I do not want to think about it before doing it. I just want to walk in and get it over with as soon as possible. As soon as you mention it, you start stressing out. So anyway, with the roadblock, you had a Jag and Jazz crossing confidently. Others struggle with fear of heights, and honestly, I do not blame them. After the roadblock, teams get the next clue directing them to the statue of Charles IV for the detour. The detour options include remember the chair. You have to memorize 11 village crests, find corresponding chairs in a local establishment, then recite the matches to the historian. Now listen, if it's reciting and you have to remember what you have to say immediately, that's not really good. It's like reminding me of the time when I went to private school and they were teaching us all these different prayers and we have to memorize the prayer, and they would let us know that the prayer memorizations are the next day. So most of them were long, and I just hoped for the best and I was saying the right things. While the other detour was called Handle with Care, they have to deliver 48 Bohemian glass goblets to 3 vendors around Prague. The key events that have been happening were Jazz and Jag. They choose Handle with Care and execute the detour efficiently. Some teams struggle with Remember the Chair, losing significant time. Tucker and Eric initially skip the detour, heading toward the pit stop, but are sent back to complete it by Phil. Yeah. That was insane. The first team to arrive out of the 12 teams were Jazz and Jag for the second time in a row So far, they have been dominating this race. They win a prize trip to Sri Lanka. I don't know what Sri Lanka looks like. I might have to look it up after this podcast. You had Joseph and Adam finishing second, Natalie and Stephanie finishing third, Tucker and Eric finishing fourth, Hannah and Simone finishing fifth, Izzy and Paige finishing sixth, Jack and Chelsea finishing seventh, Christine and Rubina finishing eighth, Kyland and Taylor finishing ninth, which was a big step down for them. Kat and Alex, they're kind of in the same place where they were last week. And then you have Megan and Turner finishing 11th. They were the second to last team to arrive. Again, they need to maybe step it up a bit. Put a little pep in your step for the race, you know? And I said this again, Turner's one of those personalities where he has to do stuff, but he sounds like he is not totally interested in it, but he makes light out of it. Unfortunately, the last team to arrive was Angela and Lexi. I'm going to miss Angela. She usually makes really good television. She was hysterical. She was hilarious. And Big Brother made a good choice casting her for that season. She was good television. I wish that he kind of showcased it more here on The Amazing Race. So, what we got out of this episode was that there were a few traveling mishaps in Berlin, dramatically reshuffling team positions. Then you had the roadblocks. Plank test creates tense and fear-driven drama. No, I can't do this. I can't do this. This is too much. You know how these current CBS personalities, how sensitive they get now. Then you have the detour choice proves critical, memory-based challenges, slowing down a few teams, while physical deliveries favor others. Then you have Tucker and Eric's detour skip. It creates a near disqualification moment, but resolves under rules. So, they're we better not do this again. You do not want to break the rules of The Amazing Race. You will get penalized for it, and I had no clue that a disqualification even existed. Has there ever been a team on The Amazing Race that has been disqualified before? To me, I don't know. But you also have Jazz and Jag demonstrating strong teamwork and leading to a second consecutive leg win. Finishing first 2 weeks in a row, they're really making a name for themselves this season. Well, that's all I have to say for this podcast, recapping the second episode of The Amazing Race, Big Brother edition. And I hope you guys can stay tuned and listen next time by subscribing to our YouTube channel and following us on X or Twitter, whatever you call them, and on Instagram. The usernames will be shown at the end of this podcast, and the links will also be in the description. We hope you guys have a great day, and we hope you all listen again real soon. Thank you.